In the rugged highlands of modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea lie the remnants of a powerful African kingdom that once stood as an equal to Rome, Persia, and China. A civilization that minted its own coins, developed its own unique script, and embraced Christianity long before many in Europe. This is the story of the Aksumite kingdom, a forgotten empire that shaped the course of history in Africa and beyond. For nearly 1,000 years, from around 100 to 940 CE, the Kingdom of Aksum was a major player on the world stage. Its strategic location at the crossroads of Africa, Arabia, and the Mediterranean world made it a powerhouse of international trade and cultural exchange. But to truly understand Aksum, we have to go back even further to a civilization known as DMT. Emerging around the 10th to 5th centuries BC, the doomed kingdom laid the groundwork for Aksum's future glory. While much about this early civilization remains shrouded in mystery, their impressive temples and advanced irrigation systems speak of a sophisticated and organized society. It was from these ancient roots that the mighty Aksumite kingdom would eventually blossom and rise to prominence. The absolute lifeblood of Aksum was trade. Imagine its bustling port city of Adulis, on the Red Sea coast. It was a gateway for commerce between the Roman Empire, distant India, and the African interior. Aksumite merchants exported a wealth of valuable goods: ivory, gold, emeralds, rhinoceros horns, and fragrant incense like frankincense and myrrh. In return, they imported fine textiles, glassware, tools, and precious metals from their trading partners. This incredibly lucrative trade brought immense wealth and power, fueling the kingdom's expansion and its incredible achievements. A powerful testament to its economic might, Aksum was one of the very first African kingdoms to mint its own coins. Struck in gold, silver, and bronze, these coins weren't just for show. They bore the portraits of Aksumite kings and were used in both local and international trade. They were a powerful symbol of Aksum's sovereignty and its prominent role in the ancient global economy. It was like a declaration to the world: we are here, we are powerful, and we are a force to be reckoned with. But the achievements of Aksum went far beyond commerce. The kingdom left behind a legacy of remarkable architectural and cultural feats. The most iconic of these are the giant stelae, or obelisks, that still stand today in the city of Aksum, carved from single blocks of granite. These towering monuments, some reaching over 20 meters high, marked the tombs of Aksumite rulers and nobles. They are a breathtaking example of the engineering prowess of this ancient civilization, a mystery that still puzzles experts today. How did they quarry, transport, and erect these massive stones with the technology of the time? The Aksumites also developed their own unique writing system, known as Ge'ez. This beautiful and complex script, which is still used today in the liturgy of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, allowed the Aksumites to record their history, their literature, and their sacred religious texts. It gave them a voice that has echoed through the centuries. Woven deep into the fabric of Aksumite history is the enduring and famous legend of the Queen of Sheba. Ethiopian tradition holds that the queen, known as Makeda, journeyed to Jerusalem to meet the wise King Solomon. Their union is said to have produced a son, Menelik I, who became the first emperor of Ethiopia and the founder of the Solomonic dynasty. But the story doesn't end there. According to the legend, Menelik brought the Ark of the Covenant from Jerusalem to Aksum, where many Ethiopians believe it remains to this very day, housed in a special chapel in the city. This foundational story has been a cornerstone of Ethiopian national identity and pride for centuries. A truly pivotal moment in Aksumite history came in the 4th century CE with the conversion of King Ezana to Christianity. Influenced by a Syrian Christian missionary named Frumentius, Ezana declared Christianity the state religion, making Aksum one of the very first Christian kingdoms in the entire world. This conversion had a profound and lasting impact on Aksumite culture, art, and its relationship with the now Christian Roman Empire. The cross began to appear on Aksumite coins, replacing the earlier symbols of the sun and moon, signaling a new era for the kingdom. Under powerful rulers like King Ezana and later King Caleb in the 6th century, the Aksumite Empire reached its absolute peak. Its influence extended across the Red Sea into parts of the Arabian Peninsula. King Caleb is renowned for his military campaigns in Yemen, where he fought to protect the Christian communities there. For a time, Aksum was a dominant force in the region, a true superpower of the ancient world. But like all great empires, Aksum's power eventually began to wane. It wasn't one single event, but a combination of factors that contributed to its decline. The rise of the Persian Empire and later, the rapid expansion of Islam completely disrupted the Red Sea trade routes that were so vital to Aksum's economy. The once thriving port of Adulis was destroyed, and Aksum became increasingly isolated from its former trading partners. Environmental problems, like deforestation and soil erosion from centuries of farming, likely led to decreased agricultural productivity and famine, making it harder to support its population. At the same time, internal power struggles and invasions from neighboring peoples further weakened the kingdom from within. According to local tradition, a mysterious queen named Gudit, or Judith, led a devastating invasion in the 10th century, burning churches and hastening the final collapse of the Aksumite state. By the 10th century, the once mighty Kingdom of Aksum had faded into history, yet its legacy endures. It is not gone. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, a direct descendant of Aksumite Christianity, remains a central and vibrant part of Ethiopian life. The ancient Ge'ez script is still studied and used, and the magnificent Stelae of Aksum stand as silent, towering witnesses to the glory of this remarkable African civilization. The story of Aksum is a powerful reminder of the rich and complex history of Africa, a history that is still being uncovered, and one that absolutely deserves to be told and celebrated. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the fascinating stories of our past. See you next time.